Yo guys, welcome back to another trade recap. In this one, we're talking about how I made 1.6k on the nasdaq, so that's 800 across two accounts. Now I'm just going to jump right into this. So bias coming into the morning, it was kind of bullish to be fair. Prior to this happening, I wanted to see price come down and tap this 1 hour for value gap here and this 4 breaker order block, within the equilibrium of this range from this high and this low on the 1 hour. Because equilibrium perfectly aligned with the CE, and then the order block, the start of the breaker order block, aligned with the CE of the fair value gap as well. So I thought this was a very good range. I wanted to see price maybe come down and then go higher, but we never ended up doing that, which is unfortunate. Oh my god, I fucking hate this shit. Which is unfortunate. And then we ended up just coming trending higher. Now, looking at this, so I didn't care about this anymore because we made London's low here and it was within a 4 for value gap. So we had this London low within this 4 for value gap. So now this low is sponsored. So I'm looking at this low and I'm thinking, right, okay, maybe we won't come back down to this low. And maybe we'll go for maybe this high and then Asia and London high, unless we re-sweep this during market open or something like that, which never ended up happening. So we ended up just trending bullish. We had I'll go on the 15-minute time frame. So we had 1:30 news that came out as well, and this created a data low. Data high got swept when taking out Asia and London high, and also this buy side level over here. Now this was pre-market, so I never ended up taking anything. We had this 50-minute for value gap here that I wanted to see price either disrespect or respect to then go higher or lower. Now, looking at it now, I probably should have been more bearish than bullish, because we had this nice LR here. We've got London's low, we've got data lows, all these nice low resistance draws and liquidity, and we also had swept this high while making an SMT, I'm sure. Yeah, so we were holding an SMT with this high here, pre-market. So I should have really been bearish looking for these draws, but at the time my pal had standard deviation alignment down here, and we had this 30-minute fair value gap here, and then this 30-minute order block too, that I wanted to see price maybe tap into while taking out data low, which would have been nice for longs to then continue higher, because you think about it, we are in this overall buy model here, like I was saying the other day, yesterday. So I wanted to see maybe this buy model be continued today, which never ended up happening. We ended up just dumping lower, but price action today was really, really fucking awful. We also have this big high time frame bullish SMT, so I think we're still delivering off this SMT. Maybe come take out this high resting inside of that daily for value gap. So that was my thought process really. So coming into market open, oh god, 5 minute. Price action was actually terrible. So coming into market open, this is market open. We came lower, creating this nice LR here. Another reason I wanted longs, we had this nice low resistance liquidity here. I wanted to see price maybe come down, soup this low tap here, and then come up, taking out the rest of that low resistance liquidity left. But never ended up getting that opportunity, unfortunately. So we ended up coming down. We ended up disrespecting the SMT here. We had this bearish SMT here with these highs. I wasn't too fixated on this, just because it's just an internal SMT. We're not really within any high time frame PD arrays or stuff like that. So it wasn't too much of a bother. I just thought this was maybe more of a comp for price to push towards data lows. But we were respecting this 50-minute for value gap here. So I thought maybe we would come higher before coming lower. But like at this point in time, it's like we're just bouncing off between these ranges. So there's nothing we can really do until either a low or a high gets taken. We can't trade within this range. This isn't a tradable range. You want to wait for some sort of liquidity to be taken. So that's why I wasn't looking to take anything within here until either data lows got taken or these highs up here got taken. So yeah, we're just kind of fucking about, still respecting this 15-minute for value gap. We ended up pushing up and then taking out this liquidity again. There was no no conf to short off here, not yet. And then we ended up tapping in to this 1 hour for VI gap and the CE of this 4 hour candle's wick. So from the body there to the high up. Oh shit. So from this candle's high here, and then the body down here. So this is a nice CE of the wick, just the equilibrium of that big wick. I treat that as an imbalance within the market. So yeah, price ended up coming up, tapping into that literally perfectly and getting a nice reaction off of it. Now, I was looking for a short off of this towards data lows because we left these relative equal lows here with data lows, and then we had this low here with the 30-minute, and then we had these low resistance draws on liquidity. In all fairness, the actual trade I could have just held it for 240, 50 points to London low, but I never ended up doing that because I just didn't want to get greedy. I want to secure my profits and dip, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I wanted to take an inversion off of this, but there is no inversion. There's probably a 30-second, but I don't take 30-second inversions anymore just because I just genuinely don't like them. Every time I try to take a 30-second inversion, I get fucking railed, so I just don't take 30-second inversions anymore. So yeah, I mean, if you took a 30-second inversion, you probably cooked, but we ended up edging data low again, just creating more low resistance liquidity. Now at this point, I am bearish because we've created all this LR, like so much LR, so much LR. Like there's no way this isn't getting taken. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to maybe see this 5-minute get respected and then come lower. I was actually looking at this. I remember now. So I marked it as 5-minute. Had this 5-minute flag gap here. I wanted to see maybe an inversion out of this. We never ended up getting nothing. There was this 1 minute here, but it was quite close to the draws, so I wouldn't have taken it anyway. But we ended up just trending higher, and then we disrespected the 5-minute for VI gap. And then I was like, right, okay, we could probably go towards this high here or this other high time frame drawn liquidity, which was that daily swing high. So I was waiting for that. We ended up just coming through. We ended up tapping this high, resweeping it within the 1 hour for VI gap and the CE, the wick, respecting it. So I was like, right, okay, this could be a nice high confluence trade because we've edged all these lows. There's so much sell side liquidity here that it'd be unreasonable for me not to take a short towards these draws. I really should have probably held for these as well, but there was no need to. I made my money in a dip. This is still the biggest trade I've ever took with the MEC model. Well, this wasn't really a MEC, it was more a discretionary sell, but with this inversion model, either way, this is the biggest trade I've taken, most points I've caught as well. So yeah, I ended up trying this. So we reswept the high, tapped the 1 hour, CE of the 4 hour. We didn't end up taking this high. There was no SMT either. But wasn't a bother. I waited for the highest time from inversion, so we never had a 5-minute, no 4-minute, no 3-minute, no 2-minute, and then we ended up having this 1 minute here. Well, both these 1 minutes, this 1 minute and this 1 minute, just marked them both out. So we ended up having this 1 minute. We ended up coming back up and leaving this little intermediate high here. I thought we were maybe gonna like resweep this high again, but we never ended up doing it, and then we just displaced with so much like volume. Like we moved here, and I just really liked how much volume we displaced with. We just inversed it. I just entered anyway, even though it was just a wee tiny inverse. The volume here screams like so much words. Like it's so obvious that we're gonna walk on lower just due to the volume, and that's something I've been paying more attention to. As Blake and Paddy have been saying, they've been entering trades based on like how fast and how strong of inversion, how much displacement there is, and that stopped me from taking a couple trades this week. But in all fairness, this week has been very good for trading. I'm not even gonna lie. This week's been probably one of the best weeks I've had personally on the charts in a minute, so definitely can't complain. So yeah, I ended up taking this 2-minute inversion. I ended up covering this new swing high here because, well, this is a new swing. If this is gonna get taken, this is gonna get taken. I don't need to cover this high when we've got this new swing here. So I ended up entering here, break even at the internal structure. This also created a CISD, so I had another layer of defense just in case price did want to come back up a little bit. But we never ended up doing that. We ended up just having super nice displacement, and then we had this first internal low here, where I had taken one micro contract of my profits at. Would have been boom. So I took one micro contract there, and then price ended up just pushing straight through full TP at data lows, and then we ended up just displacing hard for all that LR. Now, if I held here, holy moly, I would have been in the fucking money. But I never ended up doing that because my draw, I just took full profits at that low. That was my draw for the day. Arguably, I could have held longer, and I should have probably held longer, but there was no need to. But yeah, there was no trades apart from this. I thought I wasn't even going to take a trade today. The reason I wouldn't have taken anything off this 15-minute is because we've left data lows here, and it's such a strong draw on liquidity for me, and as well as we're sweeping these highs. I mean, we're respecting this, but like there's not much to target up here other than this high time frame buy side level here, and then we also had this 1 hour and the CE that I wanted to see price maybe have a reaction off of. So yeah, I never end up taking anything off that 15-minute. And as well, if you tried to short through this 15-minute, there was no lower time frame structure validating that. They were not respecting any 5-minute confluences, PD arrays to go lower. I mean, I suppose we're respecting this tiny little breaker block here. Oh, yeah, I fucking hate this fucking shit. There we go. Oh my god. Yeah, boom, that'll fucking do. So we're respecting this tiny wee breaker block here. To be fair, prices rebalancing off of it, but it's not good enough, to be honest. There's nothing here that I liked. I really wanted to see one of my key levels get swept, and I think that's the key for this trade here, because we were just ranging. Like, honestly, like, what are we doing? Like, even if you come into here, right, we've took out this high, right, and we're ranging. We tap the 15-minute. Right, we're failing to take out data lows, which is such a strong draw, and then we come back up, we take out this high, and then we come lower, we failed to take out this low again, we're just leaving low resistant liquidity. This is really, really shit PA. Like, I was not digging this at all. I don't want to trade when price is doing shit like this. Like, it's just not something I want to be trading within. So I waited for proper displacements, proper manipulation. Like, I would have took this leg here. This leg here, I would have took it, but there was no inversion, which is just unfortunate. Sometimes that happens. But then market left the low, presented me a new opportunity to get my shorts that I wanted off an inversion entry, which was super nice, targeting all that low resistance liquidity. And yeah, that's pretty much the trade idea I took today. I'll show you the P&L. 778 times 2 accounts. My account is thriving right now. I'll be looking for that payout soon. I've got 2 more trading days, winning trading days that I need. So hopefully I can take out a wee K or something. That'd be so nice. I'd be super grateful if I could get the opportunity to do that. I probably shouldn't have put any partials at this low either. I should have took full TP there, but I did want to secure some profits. So that's why I ended up doing that. Oh my god. But yeah, I was bullish coming into the day beforehand, but then obviously never marry your bias. You don't want to marry a bias. Everything that happens in trading is situational, and you've got to adapt and react. So that's exactly what I did today. We left a bunch of LR. There was obvious shorts at this point. So yeah, super nice. But I suppose that's all there is to say about this trade that I took. Super fucking nice. Super nice. Literally clean as fuck. No drawdown. No drawdown. Oh, well, I mean, how many points is that in drawdown? We'll just pretend that's not there. 10 points a drawdown. That doesn't exist. I wish I risked a bit more on this trade as well. I wish I risked like 500 or something. But I only risked 250. But 250 risk for $800 win is... Or no, it wasn't even that. I risked 199. 199 with a stop loss there. I entered on 3 micros. Should have entered on like 4 or something. That would have been crazy. But yeah, cannot complain. I'm not going to complain. I'm very happy with the outcome of today. So yeah, I'll leave it as that in a bit.